Hello, welcome to the second Basic Citavi webinar series. This one is about Citavi Picker. The webinar is brought to you by the Faculty of Society and Economics Academic Writing Support with Hochschule Rhein-Waal. This Citavi webinar will talk about 4 things. How you use the Citavi Picker with the website, additional information, how to preview the reference style so you know that what you have saved is correct. How do you use Citavi Picker with books you can find online? How do you add abstracts for your own work? You know, maybe you need the abstract to remind you what this particular material is. How you use the DOI materials, how you rename the files in Citavi to help you to locate some files very easily, and how you use the picker in library catalogs. Because the Citavi Picker is not touched on during the Basic Citavi workshop, the notes for Citavi Picker is extra. So you do have to go to the academic writing module in the second workshop and download the Citavi Picker notes here. The notes look like this, Citavi Picker notes. Yeah. And it's basically all the information you need to use the picker. All right. So let's begin. The first is a quick introduction with the picker. The picker is an add-on. So if you don't have the picker logo, you just need to go to Citavi website to read up how you can install the add-on. Here I found that the picker you can use in Internet Explorer and Firefox, but I believe they also added Google Chrome. And if you are unsure how to do the add-on, for you as a student here, you can always ask help from, not me, from the IT support, okay? Because even I don't know how to do the add-on. I'm very lucky. It's already on my computer and I am using the Internet Explorer. So let's move on. Excuse me. How do you use a picker to record all these bibliographic information, to transfer everything, the metadata into your Citavi software? So then it saves you time to, key in every single thing. Of course, let me remind you, not everything is perfectly keyed in when you save some things. So you must always check whatever you saved. Yeah. So the first one's about website. I have found a website. This is the website. I would like to cite some of the things that I have read. So I want to save this into the picker. Now, if the add-on, Citavi Picker add-on is in your browser, then you will see this Citavi Picker once you right-click on the website. Yeah? So you right-click, a window will pop up, and then when you choose Citavi Picker, another window will pop up, and you choose Save the Website as the title. So here it says, I'm sorry, it's not but little note saying it's already saved in your Citavi. Go to your Citavi and you can see that it's being saved. Yeah. Make sure that your Citavi program is open, your project is open before you save. But if you didn't, the Citavi will tell you, or the Citavi Picker will tell you, excuse me, you need to open your project before I can save anything. So as you can see, you always need to go to the reference to check if everything is in there, and you can see, no, not everything's there. Quite obviously, you do know, yeah, you need some important information. So you can double check it with your guidebook. So for example, with this example, I'm going to use the Harvard Referencing Guidebook. So this is the website. So I'm going to look at the web page. Here's the web page. That's the sample. It should look like this. It should have access date and all this. Okay. So now, one way to double check to see the reference list of this particular project is to view it. You can ask Citavi to show the current reference in citation style. So make sure you are using you pick the correct citation style, and here it is. I have picked Harvard. So now I go to view and I ask Citavi to show, and that's how it looks like. And you say, it looks very different from this one, the sample that is in the guidebook, of course, because it's incomplete. So all you need to do is fill in all the important information that's missing. If you can find it, then fill them in. And I have done it already here. So, and then you can see, here's the sample, and you can see that, yes, I got it correct. All right. And you might say, oh, Elizabeth, some of this punctuation is a bit off. Like, look here it says it has a square bracket, but in Citavi it has a round bracket. And in the year here, it has brackets, but in your guidebook, there's no bracket. It's just a slightly different Harvard style. If you've attended my workshop, you do know that Harvard style, there's so many types out there. The one in the guidebook is Harvard Anglia, and the one in Citavi, the one that I downloaded, is slightly different. As long as you keep to one particular style, so if you are using Citavi to do your reference list, then you keep that style, and that's guarantee you are consistent. Okay, some students are still not using the Citavi, then they will use the guidebook as that style, and that's the Harvard Anglia, and that is also the same style with Microsoft Word, because Microsoft Word has also a reference list style. All right, so you can see at least the basic material, name, year, title, because this is a website, here it says internet document, then it has the link, and for Harvard it must have an access date, and it has the correct one. Today is the 8th of June. So once you are glad, pleased, you can hide the preference reference preview. Okay, so that's it for saving material in your website. Not everything is perfect. You might find some websites, when you do a Citavi Picker, everything is being recorded, but sometimes it's not recorded. It will be empty like this. You just need to do some additional work manually. You do need to put a bit of work so that your reference list would look correct. All right, so let's move on to using Citavi Picker with books that you have found in the internet, because you don't want to, key in everything. You don't want to key in everything manually from the legal page of that book. You were thinking, oh, let's do it in a quick way. I will try and find the book online, and then using the Citavi Picker, I can just save all the bibliography stuff. So, for example, you found this book. And you say, oh yes, that's the book I've read. And if you have a Citavi Picker on your add-on, very automatically you can see, the Citavi Picker logo. It will come up in the ISBN number. And if you click put your mouse right above the logo, you can see the instruction, add to Citavi project by ISBN. So you just click it, and you can see the Citavi Picker is working its way. Sometimes they might not have the access. I don't know the reason. Like I said, not everything is perfect, and you just have to see what you get. It's taking a long time, so I'm thinking it might not have everything, and Citavi Picker is having a hard time picking things up. So another way, here you say there's an error. Don't worry, you can always highlight the ISBN number, and then if you watched the webinar number 1, and then you can just add the book via ISBN. Okay, I'll show you another one where it works. Even Amazon website works as well. I like Amazon websites to download the bibliography information because Amazon tries to include every important information. And you can see right away with this book, Teaching Academic Writing, the Citavi logo is there. Let's pick this one, see if it works. And if it does, it tells you, oh, we found 2. Well, it's the same year. Then I pick either one. Sometimes they found 2 and one is a different year. I would pick the latest year, and then I will tell Citavi, please import. And it says, yeah, it's imported. Excitingly, you go and check it. So there it is, it's highlighted. You can even see, the book cover is there, the reference there, and you double check, yeah, it looks really good. All the important information's there, even the pricing's there, and then you can very quickly, if you have time. If you have no time, you do know, what are the main things that you need, because it's a book. Make sure the place of publication is there and the publisher's there as well. And then if you like and if you have time, you can have a look. Say, oh, looks very good. And you might say, why is there an @L there? Then you say, I don't really need that part. So sometimes, again, there are some minor mistakes. So I always check with the view, because this is quite obvious, So all you need to do is just delete it. And when it's deleted, you can see it's being updated. And once it's updated, it will disappear. See, it has disappeared. Okay, and once you're satisfied, you hide it, and it's done. So you already have one there. Okay, if you have any question, you just need to, email me, and then I will try my best to give you an answer as well. And see, because I'm still learning about Citavi Picker just as you are. So the next one, very quickly, we're going to look at is how to save abstracts into your Citavi software. So maybe you can work on it later. You don't want to figure out what is this book about, and you found the abstract anyway. So I have this particular book, and I found the abstract of this book. And I said, I want this abstract in my Citavi. So you need to make sure you highlight the correct book. Otherwise, you save your abstract into the wrong book. So that's the book. And at the moment, the abstract here in content is empty. So I'm going to highlight the whole abstract. If you don't want to use the whole abstract, you can highlight whichever part you like. So with this webinar, I'm going to show you the whole abstract. You right click, and again, there's the Citavi Picker. And then another window will pop up and it'll say, what do you want this being saved as? And you want it to be saved as abstract. So click on abstract. very quickly you can see it's all being saved here. Okay, and you can edit, delete whatever that's not important. Yeah, if you think you want all, you can have all, but if you want to, that's one very nice thing about Citavi, you can edit some things in the Citavi interface. Alright, so that's about saving abstract in Citavi. So let's move on to the next one. Importing DOI material. Sometimes you get to read online journals. Yeah, I found this one. It's about academic. I know my samples are all about academic language because that's what I'm into. I'm always searching things on this topic. So I found this one, and it has an abstract, and this is DOI. And DOI means digital object identifier. So this means that this is a special number for a database online journal. So you can click on it. You already know how to save the bibliographic information via the Citavi Picker. Here you go. You can see the picker is working. It's done. Double check it, and it's done. So the cool part is sometimes it's so perfect. The references are all there, even the abstract. So you don't have to highlight the abstract and save it. And so again, not everything is perfectly recorded, but usually online journals, academic journals with DOI, they always have all the important materials, important information for you, because they do know how important it is for you to have all the information for your reference list. So this is really nice. And again, you can say, well, I have a PDF file. You can see down here, you can always locate the internet website. It says here web. You can always double click here, and so you don't have to save everything. It's already being saved for you in Citavi. And even, I don't know, does it have a, it doesn't, because it's it is a journal, then you don't need access date. But the access date is missing. You do know if it's Harvard, then you do need the second date, which is the access date. Harvard needs that. I mean Harvard referencing style. So you just add it. Whatever that is missing, you just need to add. And that's why looking at this may help. And you can say, oh look, I actually don't need an access date for DOI. So even if you have added the access date there, whatever you don't need, Citavi will not include it, even if you include it. So don't worry if it's missing. Okay. So if I want to put a file together with this journal, then most of the DOI material has a form of PDF file you can view, and as well as download. You can download the PDF file as well. So quickly you do a quick download. And I will tell myself this is academic language. 2017, just so I know, because I have tons of files, and then I save it. Once it's saved, then you can go to the Citavi software, and here you can see locate file. So you can include the file into this Citavi reference. So I know it's somewhere in my desktop. Let's find it. It's somewhere. As you can see, I have lots of stuff. I cannot find it. Let me go through it one more time. It should be somewhere. There it is. Double click. And it's there. And when this is a PDF, it shows a different logo. Yeah? And you can say, oh, Elizabeth, it's not the name I wanted. Well, this is the proper name that has been recorded by the website. So when you download it, it will go back to the original name. You can change the name to your liking if you want. So you just go up here, or even go up here. Nope, sorry. You go all the way up here. You can see the title of this name. And you can edit the short title. Either you choose the one that is already being recorded, or you can custom the short title. Maybe I still like Academic Language 2017. Then I will just rename it. Yeah? Academic Language 2017. Okay. So it's there. I don't know why it is not changed here, but it's changed here for you. Okay, so you have two names. So that's one way for you to change some of the titles of the names. It should be able to change it, but I don't know why it's not changing. But anyway, this is not important. As long as you know this. Now, one of the reasons you want the PDF file in your Citavi, if you're working on the material with Citavi. So then you can right away read all the materials with Citavi, highlight the stuff, and use all these Citavi features that will be shown to you in the next few webinars. Okay, so the last one I would like to talk about is using the Citavi Picker and your library catalog. So I have a library catalog here somewhere. That's our library catalog. And I click on the library catalog. And I want to use the online catalog clipper. Again, let me remind you, not everything is perfectly recorded. So the main thing is, if you can't find a way to pick up stuff using the Citavi Picker, you can always copy and paste the ISBN number, because most catalogs, especially library catalogs, would provide you with the ISBN number, and from there you can also save the material via the ISBN button. So right away you can see there are pickers there. I know it's not working with my computer. Maybe it's gonna work with your computer. As you can see later, there will be a note saying there's an error somewhere. And if that's the case, all you need to do is to save or copy the ISBN number and then do the search via this button using, you can see there's an error using these. Yeah. So very quickly, let me show you, just very quickly. Oh, it's working. Interesting. So I don't know, it could be because of link or some stuff is missing. I'm not sure why. It's working now. That's really good. Then you can see all the important information is there. Now, if it's not working, then you just need to copy and paste the ISBN number and use this button. And I have shown you a lot of how to do this via the first webinar. All right, so that's the end of the basic Citavi webinar number 2 on Citavi Picker. If you have any questions, just email me and I will do my very best to help you out. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.